Hello, I'm Remastered Caton with Circus Imagination. Today we're going to be doing some advanced bubble making. So you're going to need a few tools. You're going to need a drill with a drill bit. You might need some help from mom or dad. You're going to want to pick up some hardware at the hardware store. I have some little swivel clips here, some eye hooks, and then some weights. You could either use large washers or these rings. Also going to need 2 garden sticks, cotton rope. You're going to need at least 10 feet of cotton rope. I think it comes in 25 or 50 foot lengths. And that's all going to take care of the wand. Then for your bubble solution, you're going to need a large bucket, 5 gallons of water, dish soap. I like clear and unscented. It works a lot better. Some of the brands that I really like are Dawn, Palmolive, and Target's Up and Up. All 3 of those make really great bubbles. Now, the secret to making bigger bubbles is in the solution. We use a glycerin-based powder called J-Lube and also a baking powder. So you have 3 tablespoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon J-Lube, 32 ounces of dish soap, 5 gallons of water. Mix those all up together and let it sit at least 24 hours. Here's another important thing. You let it sit overnight. You let it sit for an extended amount of time. Let all those molecules mixing get all together and mix up really well. You want to be sure to stir that all up and have a nice mixture sit for a long time. All right, now the more construction part is the bubble wand. So the first thing here, let's move these things out of the way. There we go, and to the wand. So the first thing we're going to do is take our garden sticks here, and we're going to drill in 2 little holes right here on the very top. So, now I choose my bit depending on the size of the thread of the eye hook. You can see it's just about the same size, so the eye hook's going to be able to grab on good. Now, like I said, you might want mom or dad to help you with this part. Okay. Once that's all drilled in, take your eye hook and screw it on in. Do the same thing with the other one. Once you have both of those done, then it's time to prep the rope. Now to prep the rope, a cotton rope comes with a nylon core inside of it. So what you're going to do is take the rope, you're going to work the edges back a little bit, and you'll see this nylon core center. You're going to take that, and pull the cotton away from it. You're going to work that all the way down the 10-foot length. I have just a small section here to show you kind of how that happens. Keep pulling down, and eventually the 2 are separated. Discard the nylon core, and you're left with just a cotton rope. This is going to hold the bubble solution much better. All right, so I'm going to go with my rope that's all ready to go. This is about a 10-foot length. First thing you're going to want to do is divide it in half and find the middle section. Right. Okay. So here's my middle, and with the middle, I'm going to attach my weights. Now how I do this is I just thread it through, make a bigger loop here, and move it back around, and there you go. Holds onto it nice and easy, ready to go. That's going to be the weight that drops into the bucket, and then these 2 ends will go up to the top of your stick. So what I like to do is attach these little swivel hooks onto here. Well, first, actually, we attach it onto the rope, and then we attach them onto here. All right, now on to making our wand. So we have our cotton rope without the nylon core. We have our weights on the bottom. We have our 2 garden rods with the eye hooks. So what we're going to do is we're going to find roughly how tall we want it. I usually go for about 4 feet. I'm going to divide that up just about like so. That's going to give me the 2 points that I will tie on to the swivel hooks. So just like the weights on the bottom, I pass the rope through the swivel hook and then back around it, pull it tight. Same thing with this one. Thread it through, open up the rope, pass the hook through it, pull it back. All right, now those two can click onto your eye hooks. And now we just have these loose ends. These loose ends are what's going to make the pattern in the middle. This is where you get to create creative, come up with your own pattern. So first we're going to need to create one that goes along the top here. I actually like to take these two and have them go both across the top and back through the swivel hooks. That gives me a nice thick line at the top, which holds lots of soap. Remember, you're going to want this cotton rope to maintain as much soapiness as possible. That's why we took out the nylon core. And if we're able to double up the cotton line, it's going to hold that much more bubble solution. All right, so once you pull those through, make sure they're evened up, about the width that you're going to want, and then get creative. So now I'm going to come down here diagonal, and I'm just going to make a simple half hitch. Same thing with this one. Come across, make another simple half hitch. If it crosses this rope, I'll put a tie in here. There's no science to this part. Well, I'm sure there's some type of science. I don't have a science to this part. I just kind of go with what feels good, and I have a whole bunch of different types of wands. All have different types of netting setups. All right, once that's done, then I gotta find out a way to get these ends together. I think I'll come in here and finish it off. All right, this one is done. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take these loose ends and just kind of make them disappear in here. I ideally like to try and get my ends to finish up either here or down at the bottom. Depending upon how much rope you have and how your pattern goes, you might find yourself retying this multiple times. Okay, so taking a look at it, that's going to be our wand. That's going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pockets to make bubbles with. All right, there we go. So in a review, 32 ounces of clear unscented soap. I like Palmolive, Up and Up, and also Dawn. Then you want 1 teaspoon of J-Lube, 3 tablespoons of baking powder to 5 gallons of water. Then to make your wand, garden sticks, eye hooks, swivel hooks, swivel hooks, and your cotton rope with the nylon taken out, some weights tied on the bottom. All right, and you're all ready to head out, go have some fun with some bubbles.
Go make some bubbles!
All right, we just got done making our wand. We made our solution. We found some random kids. Let's make some bubbles. Back up, back. So you can see how the weight helps drop it in. That's why the weight's necessary. You want to drop your rope all the way down, make sure it gets fully submerged in soap. When you lift up your garden sticks, you're going to lift straight up above the bucket. Minimize your drip so it keeps as much of that solution. Then you open them up nice and wide and walk backwards.
Whoa, it's a big one. That's a big one.
Always try and keep your wand and rope off the ground because you don't want to get any grass or dirt or debris inside your bubble solution. Once again, keeping the points together, lifting straight up, open up nice and wide, and walk backwards. Now today we don't have much of a wind, so that's why I'm walking. But if you find that you're doing bubbles on a day that does have wind, wow, super far. If you find that you do have wind, you want your wind pushing towards your back, so the wind would be going this direction. That way you just lift it up, open it up, and the wind will make the bubbles for you. Well, I hope you guys had fun making the bubble solution and the wands. If you have any questions or comments, just head on over to the YouTube channel, Circus Imagination at YouTube, and leave it in the comments there. We'll get back to you. Also, you can check on our YouTube channel for more tutorials on hula hoop, face painting, bubble making, and the advanced bubbles. All right, take care. We'll see you later.